Hey, what up everybody? It's Sinny. And this is Bloodborne on PS4. And today we are going to be fighting the hunter in the Grand Cathedral. Didn't take the time to look up his name before this. But he's the one that fights with Eileen and Eileen the Crow. It's the end of her quest line. Starting out with a nice loading screen. Oh man, we're just killing it so far. But yeah, Eileen the Crow's quest line is going to be done after this. Going to fight this hunter who's one of the hardest fights in the game. Probably harder than a boss. One of the hardest fights in the game, basically. Wish I'd looked up his name. I don't even know if he has a name. But he's the dude that shoots Eileen and kills her. Leaves her for dead. And then you come along and finish up the quest line. Help her out. And we're also going to finish Gilbert's questline. The first NPC you meet in the game, I think. Unless you talk to Yosefka, maybe. I'm not sure, but it's after you climb up that ladder in the very beginning of the game. Dude in the window that gives you the flame sprayer. Yeah, so we'll be finishing his questline as well. Man, I can barely... Sorry, 1 second here. Okay, here we go. You can see I have a soul stain there. This is post-commentary because, man, this was difficult. I think this is my 4th try on this guy. Maybe 5th. I don't want to, I don't like being dishonest with everybody. I cut out like 3 battles with him just because they're embarrassing, and I'd already shown me dying to him in the last video, the last part. So, you already seen that he's pretty awesome. His riposte, his parry and riposte can kill you in one hit. So you gotta think about that when you're fighting him. I've heard that you can use a blue elixir here and sneak up on him and do a backstab to start it off. But it wasn't working for me. I tried it a couple times, didn't work. He always noticed me when I got close, even though I was walking slowly. Tips for fighting this guy: just don't get parried. If you get parried, you're dead. So you can't go up swinging like a maniac. I'm trying to parry him here. That's my goal. That's one of the best ways to fight him, kind of like Gwen at the end of Dark Souls 1. You can't just go ham on Gwen. You gotta parry and riposte him to death. And see, I even showed him killing me again there. I guess that was just a terrible battle. I was going for the parry the whole time. Didn't get it. And that's what happens. If he combos you, you're dead. If he riposte you, you're dead. But there's a few ways to fight him. You can safely fight him a couple ways. I just didn't want to do it like that for this video. But you can go and get poison knives. Kind of fight them like Lautrec or the Archers. I don't know why I keep referencing Dark Souls 1. That's just my favorite game. This is my 2nd favorite, so to keep referencing my 1st favorite game about my 2nd favorite game, I don't know. So yeah, you can get poison knives. I was looking for them in the dream. Couldn't find them. They're somewhere. They might be in the alternate dream area. I forget what it's called. They might be there with the other merchant. I don't know. I think I'm thinking of a totally whole different game now. Dark Souls 3. Anyway, you can get poison knives at some point in this game. You can buy them. So if you want to wait till the end to fight this guy until you have poison knives, you can tether him all the way out to the door there where Eileen is. He can't come any further than the door because he's not allowed to come out and finish off Eileen, basically. In my opinion, that's why he can't come out the church, the cathedral. So you can bring him all the way to that door. He can't go any further than the doorway. And you can throw poison knives at him, and you can poison him to death. He's got 1 blood vial, so he's going to heal himself once. So it takes a while, but it's a safe way to kill him on your first try if you got the poison knives. I think 20 is enough, and if it's not, you can finish him off You can have them in the doorway and throw some Molotovs at them or something. Those work pretty good in the doorway because they, you know, their area effect, and they'll hit the door, and like you make it always hits them pretty good. And just bring some more knives and some other stuff you can throw, maybe some bone marrow ash or something. Just do a bunch of ranged stuff to him in the doorway where he can't go any further, basically. With the main thing being poison knives. I was gonna try that. I mean, I've beat him like that before. Here's another thing right here. Throwing knives as he's backing up the stairs, you can get some damage on him. Not a lot of damage, but, you know, might as well. If it's gonna work like that, you might as well do it. I've never been against cheese and stuff. If they leave it in the game, then they obviously don't mind if you do it. And you can also kind of get them stuck against the wall here on the side of the stairs. Like sometimes he'll just stand there on the side like he's not supposed to be there. And you can get like one good attack in before he starts going nuts on you, but I'm trying a little bit of range to get him knocked down, maybe get that first blood vial done here. Try to oil urn there. Did a little bit more damage, it looked like. Ooh, and he nailed me. But for the parry timing, I would say wait till he does that running attack that we just seen him do. That's a good time to parry him. I couldn't make it happen like when I wanted it to, but I did make it happen a few times in some of the battles. I don't know if it's in this one or not. But yeah, if I'd recommend, if you cannot beat this guy, you try 5, 6, 7, 10 times. Go, just wait till you get poison knives. Here we go. I'm gonna get parried probably. Oh, that was close. The other tip, besides the doorway, the poison knives, the getting them stuck on the side of the stairs, the backing up the stairs things, when he has his weapon in transform mode, it does a little bit of damage. There, I got a parry finally. Fire riposte right there. Try to do jumping attack. Wah! That's another tip there, but I'm gonna stick on the other one. When he has his weapon out two-handed, which is transformed, about to beat him here, he can't parry you. So whenever he's getting damage dealt to himself by his own weapon, that's when he can't parry you. So that's when you can do the most damage without fear of the parry. Killed him there, finally. That looked a little better on video than I thought it did. Kicked his ass pretty good, but he killed me like 5 times, to be honest. Maybe 4, maybe 6, but somewhere around there. Get a blood drag for killing him. You get the blood rapture rune. And the other way I was going to mention about killing him, what was I going to say? Oh, jump attacks. You can't parry jump attacks. That's been a staple through all the Souls games, so if you want to do jump attacks, but be careful because he will do a combo on you right after. So a Carol rune that I can't read that fast, man. I guess pause the video if you want to read that one. I think that was the one that with visceral attacks do more something.
Don't you ever listen to your elders. No matter. You did save my life. I don't seem to be apt for this life anymore. My glory days were long ago now.
I think she's dead.
I know.
No matter what she says.
Here. For you.
At least that's what I've heard everybody say.
This hunter's work. But it bears no honor. A burden you may choose to carry.
So this is cool. We're
The decision is yours alone.
so we can become a hunter of hunters.
My eyes grow heavy.
So I feel like
Let me rest a while.
a nice
I'll
double.
be fine. Just wait.
You don't look like you're gonna be fine. So a nice little double-edged thing you can do here. Put her out of her misery, and, you know, commit to being a hunter of hunters. She's a hunter. You're hunting her. It's your friend. You're putting her out of her misery. You're kind of doing two things at once. So I decide. I just want to make sure. Let's check out this stuff she gave us first. Let's see if I can read it this time. Just my screen is so small. My eyes are not the greatest, and I usually don't give myself enough time. It's a big combination of why you may need to pause to read these descriptions if you want to, I know. Badge of a hunter of hunters, who hunts those who have become addled with blood. The badge of the hunter of hunters is quietly passed down from generation to generation, usually to an outsider from the hinterlands. To be entrusted with this cursed badge, one must be strong, resilient to the seduction of the blood, and gracious when taking a comrade's life. So, I don't feel bad about killing Eileen, because basically everything's telling you to do it. If you just leave her there to suffer, she's gonna die either way. Blood Rapture, a Carol rune that transcribes. That's the wrong one, so that's why I'm trying to figure out. I couldn't remember which one she gave us. A secret symbol left by Carol Runesmith of Bergenworth. Several runes contain a nuance of blood. That's not it. The Hunter, a Carol rune that transcribes in human sounds. This red smudged rune means hunter, and has been adopted by those who have taken the Hunter of Hunters oath. These watchmen admonish those who have become addled with blood, be they men or beast. Anyone who has threatened, man, I don't get myself on the time. But she doesn't exactly qualify, but bang, bang, bang. You should have said thank you, bitch. What's your problem? You're about to suffer on those steps for hours. And ooh, slight interruption there. Oh, it's not a Sinny video without a slight interruption. 17-minute video, and I can't even do commentary for that long without getting interrupted. That's why. Anyway. What were we talking about? Blood dregs. That's what you get for being in the Vile Blood Covenant, I'm pretty sure. The Vile Bloods of Cainhurst. Blood-lusting yibbity-doo-dah. So yeah. Blood dregs you get for being in the Vile Bloods. I just got the rune for the Hunters of Hunters. Eileen was gonna die either way, in my opinion, so we might as well get a blood dreg from her, right? And we already got the Crow Hunter badge. You can kill her like when you first meet her, and I think you get her set. But the Crow Hunter badge also gives you the ability to buy her set. So either way, you're gonna get it unless you just don't do the quest or don't kill her. If you just do nothing, then you won't get it. Let's see, what are we doing now? Oh, I wanted to see if she left anything on the ground once she was disappeared. You know, like reloading or whatever. Turn the game off and back on to see if something, you know, like when you kick Lautrec off the edge and you reload the game and you get the FAP ring. I just want to check it out, see if maybe Eileen dropped anything. But yeah, so that's it. We'll never see Eileen again. We weren't going to anyway, so it don't matter if you kill her. Just a big stain there. We hit a lick and now there's a stain. So that's the end of Eileen's questline. Now we can go to the dream, buy her stuff. We got a blood dreg out of it. We got a badge. We got a rune. We got another rune, so 2 runes, because you get one off the hunter you kill. But yeah, I'm gonna try reloading the whole game, just one, you know, just to see if anything pops here, but I don't think it does. She's really hard to fight in the beginning of the game, by the way. She appears pretty early, and if you try to fight her before, you gotta pretty much use gravity to beat her at the beginning of the game. And you get her cool weapon and like her mask or something You can get it sooner by doing that, by killing her. So next we're gonna go and just check out what Gilbert has turned into. We'll finish his quest too. So this is the ending of Eileen the Crow and Gilbert, all in one video. A little bit shorter video than normal, but I'm just trying to get something out to you. It's been the longest since I put out a Bloodborne video, so it's Bloodborne's turn. I thought this was pretty cool. We're fighting probably the hardest fight in the game, and showing you the ending of 2 quest lines. And just, you know, a little appetizer for the next part, the next hour-long part, which we should be finishing the game soon. I think we got Yarhargal, Unseen Village, the one reborn part of it. So we're gonna fight him, kill him, do that whole area with the coffins and whatnot, and then after that it's probably Mikolash, right? And then after that, like one more area, and that's it. So we literally, not literally, but I think we have like 3 bosses left, maybe 4 if you count the last boss, which we may or may not even do, depending how I'm feeling. We may just get our own head cut off and be done with it. Or I might fight the moon presence. I think I got all the umbilical cords, but check it out. This is where we met Gilbert for the very first time, the very first NPC. Got the little red lamp that shows you can talk to somebody. Claw mark rune on the ground. There was a monster walking around right there where there never was before. Kill that Muppet baby monster, and we get a claw mark rune. A carol rune that transcribes in human sounds. The claw mark is an impulse to seek the warmth of blood like a beast. It strengthens visceral attacks, one of the darker hunter techniques. Although the difference is subtle, runesmith Carol describes the beast as a horrific and unwelcome instinct deep within the hearts of men, while claw mark, and I read too slow again, man, that's just I'm the best. But right there you can see in the window, he broke out, he jumped through the window like a maniac, broke some metal bars and glass, I guess. He must have been like the Hulk. But we'll see you later. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hopefully my next video is sooner than this, and I'll see you next time. Peace.